PHA, 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 PHA.
We have next on agenda, innovations in smart housekeeping, cases of success stories and best practices. I would like to invite on stage the convener of this activity, Ms. Indrani Sanyal, who very meticulously orchestrated this to carry forward the proceedings.
Thank you, Smriti. Just to share a small brief, this contest that we organized, like many of the first-time events that we've done in this convention today, it was organized for the first time. We named it the Smart Housekeeping Innovations Contest, where all organizations, offices, facilities, anybody who has an active housekeeping department was asked to share their best practices. We received quite a few entries. It was very interesting. The case presentations were done very well, and the main objective of this competition was to recognize and celebrate the outstanding housekeeping practices and innovations that demonstrate exceptional creativity, efficiency, and environmental responsibility in the hospitality and the cleaning industry. Basically, the whole idea was to provide an opportunity and a platform for all of us to learn from each other. So each organization sent in a single entry, and these entries were again judged by a panel of experts. There were 4 experts, and the marking was on 4 particular parameters. That was degree of innovation, where we gave 10 marks. The measured result, which is the most important part, again 15 marks. Impact on the environment was 10 marks, and scalability of the best practice, where we awarded another 15 marks. So total of 50 marks, and eventually there's no first, second, third, but there were top 6 best presentations. So I'll go straight to the way we will go forward is, I'll invite the presenters. They will present their cases with the help of a PowerPoint, and we'll go ahead with the felicitations. So I would like to start with the presentation by BIL, Bengaluru Airport. Ms. Bharathi, can we have you on stage, please? If you could start, have the presentation ready.
Thank you so much, Indrani, and thank you, everyone. Thank you, PHA, for giving us this opportunity. My name is Bharathi Singh Kalappa. I am Assistant General Manager for Bangalore International Airport. Yes, I am the housekeeper of the Bangalore International Airport, barring Taj Hotel, where Shalika plays her role. Since morning, we have been talking about technology, we have been talking about digitalization, and so on, about how in the housekeeping industry. So here, I am presenting a case, what we do at Bangalore International Airport to look after such a vast area without a miss of any of the tasks. So here we go. We can move on to next slides, please. Okay, thank you so much. All right, so introduction, I will take you through some of the presentation whereby I am going to do a speaking, but however, this will be there on the screen. Please read up for yourself. Okay, so we had an objective of the project. We have included, introduction. We have discussed about the approach, what we have, what is the outcome which we are supposed to drive out of this presentation, and implementation of the practices and the awards and recognition we have got it in this particular field. I have already run you through, and one thing very clear is, I have been hearing since morning, man involvement. Yes, without people, there's nothing possible, because anything we do in digitalization, everything has to have an input through a human. So without human, it's not possible. What we do is we just channelize it. We channelize it for our jobs. Now, as we are here in this room, I see lots of you being available on your WhatsApp chats. I'm sure you are trying to catch up with your work, what you're missing right now. But this is how the technology has made us, strive for this. So therefore, let me just continue about us. So this is BIAL vision, which I am reading you out. So enabling journeys, creating experiences and touching lives as the new gateway of India is a vision of BIAL. We have missions, which is listed here. I would read out for you. Build world-class airport, meaningful partnership, develop an Aeropolis. Develop Aeropolis, I'm sure everybody understands. It's a city by itself. Develop an integrated transport hub where we have now multi-mode transport hub, which is in making right now. Provide delightful travel experience, community building and sustainability. We had Mr. Sridhar L. from BIL. He presented his story too. Achieved highest standards of operation, leadership in technology and process simplicity. Yes, BIL's core value are collaboration, integrity, care, trust and excellence. Whatever we do, it revolves around this. This is the area which we take care as a facility maintainer. Total number of employees which are involved when you talk about in-source, which is on the direct payroll of BIL, is 28, including me, for facility maintenance, which is soft services. However, I have a contractual manpower, which is 1145 plus 300. They are getting onboarded on 1st of June, which is 10. So these were our objective while doing, bringing in digitalization. It is not that, it is not only me who has turned the wheel in services department of BIL. I had my another counterpart called Satyabhama. She introduced some I introduced, and it is still going on. So NFC-enabled platform internal quality audits, we have in itself, in T1 itself, we have 26 sets of washrooms, whereby for me, maybe my managers, there are my team members, 28 of us, we are present 24/7, but it will be very difficult for us to go. So NFC tags, why does it help? Because somebody who's doing an audit has to go to the tag itself and scan the code, then only it will be registered. So that's how the quality gets control at airport. We have a frequency also defined how to do the checks. SLA linked to the training and the schedule-based recording. So we are stringent in terms of looking after our service partners. We have at present 4 service partners, 5th one is getting added up. Training is a base. All academia professionals who are here and the people who are in hotels, you know very well that training is ongoing process, and without training, nothing moves. So this is linked with our vendor partners' SLA, service level agreement, which we have. If they do not deliver the trainings which has been set by BIL standards, which is me and my team, they get penalized for it. So they have to ensure the frequency is maintained, and that is done the tracking through our solution, digitalized solution. We have app-based monitoring of maintenance job order, because naturally it's not possible otherwise. Feedback management system, this is something which we are very proud of. We are starting, we have not yet started. So soon you will see in our restrooms, you will have in T1, T2 will be the second phase. T1, we will have a iPad displaying the person's picture, and we will have services in terms of maintenance, housekeeping, order control, and supplies would be judged through that, and we will have a display of a picture. Now, display of a picture, it's not possible easily, because how will I change so many washrooms, so many shifts? There are times we have, since we are dealing with outsourced employees, there are times that, they don't turn up for work. So how do we change? That's how the integration part of a biometric comes into the picture. So integrated with biometric, the feedback management system. By the way, recently I've been to Changi Airport, so Singapore, yes, we people who are Indians become more civilized being there, and then definitely the population out there. They do not have dedicated team members for cleaning the restroom. And we have, even in hotels, public area, we have one person deployed during the shift. But over there, it's just a frequency. And within the frequency, in case, if you use the washroom and you have some concern about anything, you just scan, right now they're using the press one, the scan one they don't have. We will be the first one to launch in India. You press it, and that's how somebody will come and do up the washroom. Again, back to the frequency, they'll go back. So that's how they maintain and they optimize the cost as well. QR code for internal customer feedback. Yes, in Bangalore International Airport, we have various stakeholders. They use back of the house washroom. So the washrooms which I told was only the passenger-facing washrooms. The one which is for the stakeholders like airlines, other associate partners. So we have this QR code-based solution. So they scan it. The moment feedback comes in, we do a root cause analysis, we contact them, and we enhance it. That's how we have been managing from past 2.5, 3 years now. Successful implementation of 5S. In fact, I have a champ of 5S sitting among us. He is my counterpart at Bangalore International Airport, Ranjit Behra. He is right here. Where you have in an ecosystem, you have so many people involvement. You have airlines, you have government bodies, you have, airport operator, you have different type of vendor partners because airport cannot be managed with only the in-source people. We have to keep our house in order. So our basement, which is a storing yard for everybody, every concessionaire, F&B or whatever you call it as, or duty-free, can become a cause for a fire, okay? So 5S is something which is implemented very strictly in BIAL for all the places, especially basement. Okay, so because it can be a root cause, plus we have a CSF which raises non-compliance in case if they see it, anything we have to comply with. IBM Maximo tool is for our asset management. So so it is for engineers also. It is majorly for engineer, less of housekeeper. However, each and every activity, whether it's a scheduled task or unscheduled task which we carry out, it gets linked with it. So it will have your, the cost of the vendor, cost of the human, the tool which has been used, the rental part of it, everything used. So in case to carry out 1 hour of an activity, what is the total cost is also taken. The entire stock management, inventory management is taken care by this tool. Then EPAM for end-to-end vendors. We do not use papers. In housekeeping, we do not have even a single paper to use. Our vendor partner bills also comes online, and that's how we approve, and that's how he gets the payment. Only thing is, he needs to deposit a duly signed, sealed, scanned copy at our bill desk. All right, so I will touch robotic later. Yes, during COVID, in fact, we were also tracing these two activity, antimicrobial coat and anti-dust nano coat. So anti-dust nano coat, have you seen airports? So you have those pillars, we call it as tree structure in our terms. So those tree structure being a, airport exposed to external environment, we have lots of birds coming in, we have lots of dust sitting in because naturally the construction was on and still phase 2 will start very soon of T2. So the dust accumulation was huge and it is white in color and it is housekeeper, it can be visible. Maybe normal human will not see it, but housekeeper's eyes will go to the cornerst of the place. So we introduced anti-dust coat over there and we are running successfully. Robotic is something, it's a great solution, yes, but no robot can replace a human for sure, but it can reduce our work pressure a bit. So we are introducing robotic cleaning. We are already in touch with 2 vendors. Soon I'm going to issue a PO to one of the vendor and you'll see robots running in Bangalore International Airport very soon. I have already explained, but let me just run you through. So that's how the quality app, which works. Digital training records, that's how we make it. This is a attendance. And we have an option of selecting the vendor. We have 5 vendors at present. This is for the job order. We were told by Indrani ma'am we have to have proofs also, therefore it is a part of the presentation. So this is the, which I was talking about. This is about 5S. IBM Maximo. This is our payment, all the vendor, in fact, not only vendor partner, we have any new asset comes in, it gets mobilized here. Any payment has to go, it gets mobilized here. Everything is over here. So we call it as EPAM. We have done a demo with Chevron. We have done a demo with, we are going to get an agreement with Peppermint also. Peppermint is also again a company which is developing a robot. Okay, so this is our during COVID, what all actions we have taken. A few of them. Everything was tracked in terms of measurable goals. Oh, this is my favorite tree structure I was talking about. We call it as a tree structure. So the frequency of the cleaning, which was monthly once, had reduced to yearly once. So these were the outcomes which we derived through all these technology-based solution. But again, we have to drive them. They should not drive us. That should be the motto. Because the input is human. Whatever the machine and digitalization can do. These are some awards which I have included in the slide. And thank you. Question and answers, please. If any. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. Sure. You would like me to tell right now?
Ma'am, if I may request, can we, just because we're running really short of time, because actually I myself, I think I have a lot of questions, maybe you could have a quick rundown. You have a quick rundown?
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
But I'll say there were a lot of takeaways. I have also made a lot of points. I need to get back on you all one-to-one.
All right, thank you.
Lot of work, good work done. Thank you so much, Bharti. The next person I'd like to call on stage is Dr. Jitendra Das of... Sorry, I need to call you back, Bharti. We need to have a felicitation done. Can I request Dr. Madhu Chandok to please felicitate Ms. Bharti?
Thank you so much. Just a second. When can you come in? Please come.
Yes, please.
Member, and he assessed me for everything.
Absolutely.